We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Raiders of Tokyo taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Red on red. Silver.
On play action, Lawrence. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Go, go. Go, go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get a couple up to the 39.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now here's Young. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready.
On play action, Young. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Now a 2nd and 6. Young working out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey McBride, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, the game the underneath stuff, you got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Hey, Jupiter.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence, he's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Meanwhile, Lawrence. And he coughed it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And now off to the races down the right side. And how about the burst here to begin the drive? Another big gain on the ground. This one good for 17 more. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Ravens nothing.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Got it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Ready?
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hey, run!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Following the interception, Young. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And touchdown! Jonathan Taylor. 46 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Down the right sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
11. Here we go, Sahar. Here we go, Sahar.
They'll try again, and this time he's in for a Raven touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. It's complete. Burks. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Young. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Shot 17.
First and 10, Taylor now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Traylon Burks, 53 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. An extra point try now for Moody. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Raiders 24, Ravens 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Mega, mega. Hut, hut.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here
The
we
last
go.
play
Here we
got
go.
just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Set.
Young off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Off the play fake, Young. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. And the Raiders pick it up. So that penalty on the offense, and the fumble recovery will stand.
Okay, right. Switch, yellow. Ready, ready.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Blue check. Set.
Again, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ready.
Young on 3rd down. That pass taken in by Burks. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On second down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
First down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
First down.
30 left.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And quickly, they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Lawrence now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Gun. Think right open. 11. 13, Luke.
On third and goal, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
In motion right is Brown. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. Oh, what a move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They go play action with Lawrence. Out to his left. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Opposite. Green. Hut.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 210 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Drill green. Ready.
Young. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Silver. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Ready. Ready.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everyone.